Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. How is everybody doing? Or how is everybody doing today? Yeah, there we go. Um, for those of you that do not know who we are, I am Lisa Rojas, and next to me is my business partner. I'm not even going to try. I'm not even going to try. Next to me
There you
is
go.
my business partner and butler, and we own Bella Crafts Publishing. So we are excited to be here today. Um, I'm always excited when I get to use Anne's products. I get so excited. So I'm going to be showing you how you can bling out your cards and your other projects in just minutes. No longer
Yeah,
those one little dot things, right? One rhinestone at a time. Nope. Do you want to say
they
hi?
are pretty amazing.
It is very amazing. It is very amazing.
Hi,
So,
Jimmy.
good morning, Jimmy. How are you? So, I just got back from a nice 5-day vacay, with an exception of the dirt and the wind, but I don't like dirt
Yay.
or wind.
There's no snow.
No snow?
No, for you, there
Oh,
was no snow.
oh yeah, for
I
yeah,
have
no,
snow.
no, I got wind and dirt, but that's all right because my whole family was there. My
Nice.
kids, my grandkids, my, you know, sister-in-laws and brother-in-laws, and yeah, it was an awesome time. So I hope you guys all had an amazing Easter, because that's what I did, and just got home yesterday and scrambled to get everything else done that I needed to do. Yeah, it was pretty
That's
crazy
what we
there.
do.
It is what we do, right? Okay, so I just see that we are live. The notification did go out. So, yay! So, where was I camping? Oh, I was up in Calico Ghost Town. It's where we go every year. It's in California, and it's not very far from me at all, about 40 minutes or so. So, we were up there, and it's really amazing. It's so old, and I mean well, obviously, because it's now a ghost town. It used to be a mining town, I believe, once upon a
Fun.
time. So it's pretty cool there. But dealing with the wind was not fun at all. So anyways, good morning,
Hi,
Becca.
Rebecca.
So how was your week, since I hadn't talked to you?
Yeah, we haven't talked. That's strange.
I know it is,
Um,
right?
so Easter weekend, and my daughter hosted.
Yay.
So everybody was there except, my son who's in the service and Callie because she just had a baby.
Right.
So her family was not there. Otherwise, everyone was there. So it was wonderful. And so I got to see all my grandkids, and they did Easter egg hunt, and it was fun. And I wasn't able to go see the new grandbaby because she lives about 4 hours from me, and my older daughter lives about 2 hours. So I was in Fargo at Michelle's on Saturday because we did Easter dinner a day early, and it was going to snow again
Oh
on
Lord.
Sunday from Jamestown to here.
Oh my goodness.
So it was like, are we going to get stuck someplace? And the wind was blowing. So we came home Saturday night, and it snowed all day Sunday. We went to
Oh
church,
wow.
but came home, and then it started snowing, and it was in the wind. And Monday, the wind, it blew everything. So this Saturday, I will see that precious new grandbaby.
Yes.
So,
She's
yes.
so adorable.
Well,
Yeah, Rebecca, Becca, I feel the same way about snow because where I live in the high desert. So when I get snow, it's maybe a couple times a year, maybe a couple inches, if that, and we're
or a
done.
day.
for a day, couple hours, and that's it. There's no more. So
Yeah.
yeah, Becca's in Florida, so she doesn't get anything either. So yeah, I get it.
No. When we lived in Oklahoma, we'd get it. And I loved to have it because it was there and then gone. Yes, Katie, the weather is just
Yeah, it is
all
weird.
over the place. But when I look back, because on Facebook, it shares your memories.
Right.
And there were several years in April where I was taking pictures of the snow. So it is normal for Minnesota, as much as we hate to have it. Still, we've even had snow in May. I mean, it comes and it's gone in a
Yeah.
day. But you're getting snow again tonight, Jimmy. Yeah, it's raining today. It's cold. It's raining, so it's gonna wash away all that snow.
Yeah. That's crazy. This weather is so insane lately because I told you that like last week before we left, one day I was in a pair of shorts and the next day I was, freezing to death. So freezing for us,
For you.
for Rich
For
and I.
you.
It was just, yeah, this weather is just insane, but what are you going to do, So we just kind of enjoy it and sit and craft and just, not worry about anything. That's my philosophy.
Yes, that works.
Or at least that's what I try to do anyways. Okay.
Well, we are so happy to have all of you here for
Yes.
this fabulous project. I haven't even seen the project yet, so I'm excited to see it. You wore flip-flops at Snowstorm that night. Yep.
Oh, yeah, see? Strange. I just don't get it.
Well, I'm coming back to Florida, Rebecca, on Tuesday. I'm flying back. So I'll be there for a bit. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I hadn't talked to you, so I was wondering what was going on with that.
You're in a heavy sweatshirt now, Katie. It was 90 last week.
Yep. See, she's in Cali. That's what happens in California.
I would take that 90 degrees in a heartbeat.
Oh, not if you had to live in it, you wouldn't.
Yes, I would.
Well, yeah, you probably
Yes,
would because
yes,
you
I
really like
would.
it. Yeah, you really like it warm. But
I do like it warm.
Yeah. So, okay. So,
yes, Rebecca, I'm going to go see my mother.
yeah. Yes. Yay. Good. She hasn't seen her for a bit, so it's good to go check her out. Did you freeze, Anne?
Nope.
Oh, no, there you are. Okay.
I'm just sitting here.
Okay.
So let's see your beautiful project.
Okay. Well, I don't know if it's so much beautiful. It was quick and easy, though. I'll tell you that much.
I love quick and easy.
I know. So this
Here,
is
I'm going to make you big so I can see it.
This is what we are creating today. This really simple card.
Cute.
For just I did quick and easy because I knew I was going to be gone and I didn't want to be working the whole time I was gone. So I did quick and easy. So we've got this down here and then we have a little pocket and then you pull this out and then you can see this beautiful tag with all of that bling. I absolutely love your tag platelets. Oh, good heavens. Your
rhinestone templates.
Yes, I love the tag set. I really, really do. Because I like doing I know you like doing tags too. So
I do.
They're just so cool to do.
Rebecca says it doesn't look quick.
Oh, it is. Trust me. It really is.
Pattern paper does a lot to projects sometimes.
It does. And, I mean, and lots of layering and stuff like that. But, Becca, it doesn't take much to do this card. It really doesn't. It was quick and easy. Not like, my usual stuff that we're here for 50 minutes or more. But yeah. So,
but in reality, if you did every single step of a lot of your bigger projects, it would take longer. I mean, because you have things pre-colored. We're used to doing TV. So
so
we have everything set up in stages most of the time. Sometimes I
Yeah.
wing it, but I used to wing it on TV.
Yes, she did. She would stress me out completely when we would go on a TV show. I would be completely flipped out, and she would be like, "I got this." I'd be, "Oh my God, we're gonna be live in 5 minutes, and you haven't even finished that yet." But she does great, so I don't get it, but it's how we work, right?
It is.
It's just how we
Everybody
work.
works
Everybody does
differently.
it
I work well
differently.
under pressure.
Yeah, I don't. I don't. I totally flake. So I think okay, so we didn't even other than introduce ourselves, I didn't even say anything about, what we do and all of that, other than for those of you that are joining us for the first time. Anne and I do own Bella Crafts Publishing, where we offer a free craft magazine. Yes, it is absolutely free, and it comes out 4 times a year. So we have the spring issue that came out last month in March, and Anne's going to be working on the summer issue fairly soon. So we will have that out. And all you need to do is just go to our website and sign up. Just put your email in. And then every time we have a new issue that comes out, it goes right into your inbox. So real easy. And it is free, guys, really. I mean, you can't get better than free.
You can't. Hi, Lisa.
Hi, Lisa.
Right. And all you need to do is sign up. It does come right to your inbox. It's so easy. And
Yes.
I want to say there's always 20 projects. I try to make sure there's 20.
We've never gone under 20.
Well, when we first started, but
Well, 10 years ago.
at one time we were up to like 36. And I thought, wait a minute.
Yeah, that.
I mean, because it is more work, of course, and it's free, but I honed it down. I keep it to about 20. Sometimes there's 24, but fun projects.
And quick and easy ones too. We have our 20-minute projects in there where you can get them done in 20 minutes
or less.
Or less, which for me is always a challenge, but I usually, pull it off somehow or other. And then we also have our free ebook, our free ebooks. No, not free ebooks. Ebooks are for sale, so we can offer free magazine. There we go.
Yes.
All right. So yes, we do have our ebooks that we do have for sale. We've got a few of them. We've got more than a few, but on all different types of crafting, as far as mixed media, stamping, all kinds of different stuff. So make sure that you guys check those out too while you're there, because that always helps pay the bills, which we love. And this week we are sponsoring our live this week.
Mm-hmm.
Because we are using Anne's products, which I'm super excited. I always love using your products.
The prize will be a sampler pack of my papers.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Oh,
we'll mail that out to the winner.
Okay, yay. That'll be nice.
I mean, ebook, if you prefer an ebook, let us know. We'll send you an ebook, but
yeah,
otherwise it will be a sampler pack.
Okay. Very good. All right. So do you love to craft? Do you want to tell them about that?
We can talk about after you do your project.
Okay. Sounds like a plan. All right. So let me switch out. Anna's going to put links in for the stuff that we were just talking about at the beginning. So you'll know exactly where you need to go and all of that good stuff. So I will switch cameras and we will get started, and I'll show you how to make this beautiful card. And I got to plug my iron and stuff in.
Oh, yeah. Make sure you do that.
Yeah, I got to do that
right now. Won't work without an iron.
It won't work without an iron. All right. So let me switch here real quick.
Okay. And I am going to make you big once you switch, so everybody
there
can
we
see
go.
you.
All right. So let me plug my stuff in over here. Thank goodness for long cords. All right, there we go. Okay, got to get the iron on, because if you don't have the iron on, and I don't like to turn it on right before because it sits next to me, and then when it sits next to me, it has been a time or two where I have burnt my arm. So I don't
Mm,
want to do that.
that's
All
not
right.
good.
So this is the card that we are creating today. Isn't that pretty? I just love the colors. It's just so springy. It's just
Yeah.
really pretty. And then of course, then you can remove the tag. And then this is where you get all of that fabulous bling. Love it. So let me show you the templates that I used. Okay, so this is the templates that Anne designed for Rhinestone Genie. Okay, in this particular pack, there is 3. This large one, the middle-sized one, and then this smaller one that's hiding underneath. Oh yeah, it's just going to hide there. Okay, but this is what we're going to use to add all of those rhinestones to that tag in just minutes. So I absolutely love using this because I love lots of bling, but I don't want to do the whole one at a time anymore. So I don't have time and I just don't want to. So I was really excited when this came out and you know, created these templates. I was like, oh my gosh, she just made our life so much easier. All right, so let us get started. Now, the stamp set that I used for this is by Stamp Pendus, and it was just a stamp set that I have had. I think they sent it to me last year. I can't remember, but
I love the flowers. They're
I
just
know
beautiful.
isn't that pretty?
It's stunning.
Now, this is what I loved. You're going to love this because, we used our pattern papers. Well, I used one piece of the pattern paper here and then another one for the pocket. But if you'll notice, this pattern paper kind of matches the flowers.
It does.
So I saw that and went, oh, perfect. Perfect. All right. So to get started here, this is what you're going to need. Okay. We're just going to do easy layering. Your base card is 6 by 5, and then we're going to go down 1/4 inch on each, on each layer. Again, this will be on the website, or not on the web. Yes, on the website, on our blog. I will have this up on Sunday. So all the measurements and step-by-step instructions will be there on Sunday. So for those of you that don't want to have to keep track of, measurements and whatnot. And then I don't have to bore you with all the measurements. Okay, so what we're going to do to start off, I got my nifty little glue here, and I'm just going to add these layers. Okay, so again, just going, and I've told you before why I like to use my glue because I can't ever get anything straight. So we're going to layer your base card, and then you've got your pink cardstock and your gold or yellow. It's kind of like a light orange is what it is. Okay, and then this pattern paper. So we're going to put this one right on
That's
top.
actually paper, not cardstock, right? The pattern
This
paper.
is actually paper.
Okay, because
Yeah, it's pattern paper. And it is really thin.
yeah, I could tell, but once
Yeah.
you put it on the cardstock, it's great.
Yeah, that's why I added so many layers of cardstock, because you want to make sure that everything's going to stay on there okay. And then we're just going to add this last one right on top of the base card. Okay, so we're going to plop that down there. And there you go. Simple and easy with your base card. Okay. And then you've got your pocket. This is done. And how I did this was I cut 2 strips, one from my cardstock, and then again one from a different pattern paper. And then what I did is I just cut them at an angle, so it gave it a different look, right? So I'm going to, for right now, I'm going to glue this top one on here. And again, don't panic because I am going to put the measurements on the blog. Okay, so you'll have all of them. All right, so we're going to add that. And then for right now, I'm going to set all of this aside. Okay, so we've got our layers. And then I'm going to set this off to the side for now. Okay, there we go. Okay, so how I did the tag now, very easy. What I did was I took a piece of cream colored cardstock and I just cut it down. And then I took the tag template, and what I did was I laid it down on my cardstock and then I traced around it. And the reason why I did that is because I wanted to make sure that when I stamped, my stamp was going to be fitting in there the way that it was supposed to, and it wasn't going to be off too much to the left or off too much to the right. So once I did that, then what I did was I stamped it with my black Gina K ink pad, and then of course I colored it with watercolors. So this part is already done even before I added the rhinestones. Okay, so now to bling this puppy out, I'm going to show you how to do this. I love, love, love playing with this stuff. It's so much fun. Okay, so the template that Anne created for Rhinestone Genie, you can tell that my cookie sheet is a little wobbly, is magnetic. So you're going to need a cookie sheet. And you still have these on your website, right?
Yep, I just put the link in.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so you can check Anne's website out for the templates, but they are magnetic, okay? And so what you're going to do is you're going to lay that down onto your cookie sheet here, and then you've got your adhesive paper that you're going to be using to lift the rhinestones up. But first, you got to get them in here, in the template. So what we're going to do, and I have my little nifty bag of rhinestones that I
That's
almost...
a big bag of rhinestone.
I know it is. And I almost dumped the whole thing all over my table this morning. That would have been, yeah, that would have been bad. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to take your rhinestones and you're going to pour them all out over on top of the template. And then from there, you're going to take a little nifty brush and you're just going to swirl. And then when you start to swirl, the rhinestones will start popping into all of the holes that are on the template, which just every time I see this, it never ceases to amaze me how this works. It's so, so cool. Now, every once in a while, and it always happens when I'm doing a live, because, you know, I'm doing a live. So, you know, you always got to have a boo-boo in there, right? But I don't ever consider it boo-boos. But once in a while, you'll get one that turns upside down. And you can deal with that in one or two ways. You can go over them again and get them in there the correct way, or if you know, just like this, or if you only have a couple, which let me see what I have here. Okay, I got to look to see what I have. Okay, that's going to go in backwards. All right. So we're going to smoosh that right out of the way, and then we're going to scoot all of these over, all out of the way, okay? And so now you've got your rhinestones that are all inside your template. Now, again, every once in a while, you will have one that won't slide in or is upside down, and you just add it. Okay, let me get that puppy in there. There we go. All right. Now, what I do for the ones that are upside down, I just take one of these little nifty tools. You know, you can use your finger too. But when I had really, really long nails, I could not do it this. So I couldn't lift them with my finger. So I got used to using my little tool here. So what I do is I just pick the tool up. I turn the rhinestone back over. And then once I do that and I get them in the right way, and they're all in the right way, then I go on to the next step. This one's going to give me a hard time, of course. There we go. Let's see. Is that... Oh, we got one down here. All right. But the thing is that it is very, very simple to fix. I say. If you get them right. Okay, there we go. And then I've got one more. Nope, come on. Well, this one's just going to give me a hard time. Whoop. All right, I'm about ready to... There we go. Okay. Okay, so once you have him in like that, let me get him in there just a little bit better. There we go. Okay, so then what you're going to do is you're going to take the brush and you're just going to kind of make sure that everything is in there. All of them are in and they're all in the right, rhinestone side up. And then once you have these all in your template, we're going to scooch those out of the way a little bit more. Then you're going to take a piece of this adhesive tape. There we go. And you're going to peel this off and hang on to the backing of your adhesive tape, okay? Because you can reuse this again and again and again and again. So make sure that you hang on to that. Okay, so what you're going to do once you have all your rhinestones in, you've got your tape here, then you're going to come over to your template. And what you want to do, and I've said this many times that I've used this, you don't want to hesitate. You want to totally commit to putting your rhinestones down, because if you come down lower to the template and you hesitate, that adhesive will pull your rhinestones up. So you don't want that. So right now we're just going to go real quick and just lay it down. And it's just that easy. And then once you do that, then you're going to go back over with your finger, or you can use your brush, whichever. And you want to make sure that those rhinestones are all in there nice and snug. Okay, so once you've done that, then what we're going to do is we're going to lift this adhesive tape up slowly. And as you pull up, your rhinestones are going to come up with it. Okay. Let me grab that a little bit better. Okay, so you're just going to gently pull it all up. Okay. And then you've got all your rhinestones on there. There we go. Now I'm going to move this out of the way. And then what I like to do, and this is just a tip from me. I know that Anne doesn't do this, but I like to do it this way. What I do is I lay it back down on the sheet, because when you pull it up, sometimes they'll turn just a bit. So I like to just do this and then just kind of put them down. You don't want to press really hard again, because then you're going to have to pull it off the backing again. But just to where I can get them all down there good. So when I go to transfer them, they're going to transfer really well for me. Okay, so we're going to peel that off again. And then the next thing you're going to do is you're going to take it. And this works out perfect because you've already traced the template around it, right? So you're going to lay this down right on top. And that looks fairly even. There we go. And then you're going to press them back down. Just like that. Make sure that everything is down and in line and everything. There we go. Okay, and then now you're ready to heat set it. Okay, so to do that, you're going to take a hot iron dry iron, no steam on this, guys. Okay, no steam. You want it completely dry. And then you're just going to lay it on top of your rhinestones for about, what do you say, Anne? 10, 15 seconds or so?
About 15 or 20 on paper.
On paper,
It's
okay.
longer on fabric.
Right. You definitely want to do it longer on fabric. And you don't want to rock your iron either because you don't want to move your rhinestones. And the rhinestones on the back have adhesive, obviously. And that's what we're doing now. We are taking the adhesive from the back and then we're sticking it right onto the project.
Right. It's melting. So yeah, you want to press. You don't want to ever move your iron because you'll be moving those rhinestones around.
Yes. So up and down. Up and down is how you want to do it. Okay. And you just, you just want to make sure that you get them down there nice and, nice and glued. And then when we're done doing that, I like to go over it one more time just to make sure. Every once in a while, we'll have one that won't stick and you'll have to go back. But, this is so much better than how we used to do it, one rhinestone at a time. I just don't, it's too much. Don't want to do that. All right. So now we're going to take this and we're going to peel this back. Now you want to go slow. And then that way, as you're pulling back, okay, as you're pulling this back, if any of your rhinestones, like right here, this one popped up. So I'm just going to lay that back down and get that one little corner. And just make sure that all of them are adhered really, really well. All right, so we're going to try one more time. Okay, that one's stuck. And then we're just going to pull this off, but you want to go slow. Okay, you don't want to come back and be ripping this all off because that's not going to be good.
And when you're doing it with paper, you don't want to let it sit too long.
Right.
Because that's a iron-on adhesive paper that you're using, and you don't want it to stick to the paper. On fabric, it doesn't matter. It'll peel right off.
Right.
But on paper, you want to do it within a minute or so of ironing.
Right. Okay, now this one, because I've already colored my project ahead of time, you're going to get some of the coloring that's going to come back on the transfer. Okay, so you may not be able to use this piece again. I don't know. I didn't reuse it to see if I could, still use it on another sheet. But when, obviously you're not going to color all of your images first. This one was just easier for me. So, but it's got the color on top there a little bit. Okay, so.
Yeah, you'd have to test that to see if it's going to transfer.
Oh, I missed one right there. Okay. So now I'm going to do them.
Oh, you can just put your iron on it. You can just put it in place.
I was going to do that, but I'm afraid it's going to slide all over. All right. Let me see if I can. There we go. Okay. There we go. Just make sure it doesn't move. Now just put. Do I need to put the thing back down, Ann? I don't think so, right?
You don't have to. I would just put the iron right down.
Iron on it.
Because you're just setting that one.
Yeah. And I probably moved it, but that's all right. Okay. Yep, it did move a little bit. All right, let's see. Nope, it's stuck. All right, we're not going to worry about that.
It's only because you're live.
Exactly. It happens all the time. Never, ever when I'm in my studio does it happen. Ever. All right, so now you've got your tag shape all nice and pretty. Everything's, colored. You got your rhinestones on. So now what we're going to do is we're going to cut this out. And like I said, you've already, you've traced it. So you've already got your pencil marks there. So it makes it so much easier to cut it out. All right, so we're going to go around here. And then, oh, I lost my rhinestone. I didn't get it on there. I didn't get it. I didn't leave it on there long enough, Ann.
Oh, you only had it on there for a couple seconds, yeah.
Yep. That's why I said you want to really make sure that they adhere well. All right. And then if you have any pencil marks or anything like that, then you just kind of go over with your, with an eraser and just remove them. Okay. Very simple. All right. So now we've got that done. I need to move this iron. Ooh, it is hot. Okay. So now we've got our tag done. Okay. Now we're ready to finish things up. So what we're going to do now. Oh, I just dropped my ribbon. Okay. So the first thing that you want to do to finish your tag, you want to take a little piece of ribbon like I've done here, and I'm just going to kind of fold it over. And then I'm going to add it to my tag. Okay, we're going to add it to the back here.
Jimmy's asking if the sticky is still on there. Jimmy, are you asking if it's still on the rhinestone that did not adhere? If so, it is still on the back of the rhinestone because it never adhered to the tag.
Right. So totally something that you can reuse if you need to.
Yep. And yes, you can glue one on, Rebecca. That's what Lisa was going to do. But
Yeah.
I said, you can just use your iron.
Yeah, I for me, a lot of times it's just easier just to take my okay. What happened?
What? You're
there
there.
we go. Okay, my phone started ringing and it switched my computer screen.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, what happened to everybody? Okay, so you've got your little sticky thing there or your little loop there. And then I also did a little tiny bow. And I just kind of added that right there at the top. Okay. And then what I'm going to do to finish this off, okay, I'm going to take my stamp pad here. And there's a little stamp in here that says enjoy. So I'm going to add that just right there in the corner. There, just like that. So, so cute. Okay. So now what you're ready to do is now we're going to mat the tag onto some cardstock, some yellow and pink cardstock. Okay. So again, what I did with this is I laid it down. What I did on my finished project is I laid it down and then I laid the pink on it first and then I just cut around it. Okay. So that way I didn't have to try to measure, to make sure that it was right and whatever. I just did it just like that. And then I cut it. So it went around and then I did the same thing with the gold here or the orange. I keep calling it yellow, gold, orange. You guys get the picture. Okay. So again, I just laid it down and then I just cut it, I cut just a little bit around the edges there. And that worked out perfect for me. Okay, so now we're going to add this back piece. And see, now you've got your tag done. Isn't that pretty?
That is beautiful.
All of that beautiful, pretty, beautiful bling. Now, what I would do with mine is I would go back then and add my other rhinestone on, but I'm not going to take the time to do that. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to finish this up. Now,
Oh, Jimmy has a question. I put it up
yes.
for you.
Oh, where is it? I peeled it off and then I set it off to the side because I'm not going to use it anymore.
So when she irons it, it adheres the rhinestones, and then you're able to peel it off and reuse it. Although she has ink on hers, so she might not reuse that.
Yeah, I probably would not be able to reuse this one, but you can still reuse this. This still has tons of adhesive on it.
Yep.
Okay.
They last, a dozen times or so, depending upon the surface you use them on.
Right. Okay, so to finish up our card, what we're going to do now is there's also this other really cute word stamp in there. It says, spread your wings and fly. So again,
Aww.
yeah, isn't that cute? So again, I'm just going to take that. I'm going to stamp it right there in the center. Okay. All right. And then to finish our card off, okay, also, you saw the little bird that was in there. So I also took him and I stamped him on the same ivory or tan cream colored cardstock. And then I went ahead and watercolored him, stamped him in black and watercolored him. And then I added a little bit of glitter, the glitter pin around him. Okay, so he's got just a little bit of shimmer because I thought if he's with the rhinestones, you don't want it to take away from that. But I wanted to add just a little bit of the glitter onto this so it kind of just blends in with the beautiful rhinestones on the tag. Okay, so now we're going to finish this one off. And then what I did for that is I just took a piece of little rickrack trim. And I shared this tip with you guys, I think it was last week or the week before. I don't remember exactly when. But what I'll do sometimes with ribbon is where I want to cut it, especially something like this, a ribbon or trim that's going to fray really bad. Before I cut it, I just take my glue and I add a little dab of glue on there. Just like that. And then I go and I cut it from there. So that way I make sure that there's a little bit of glue on each side. And then I cut it in the middle. So then that way it's not going to fray on me, or at least it won't do it as badly. Okay, see? So now it's nice and stuck on there and it's not going to fray on me. Okay, so then we're just going to take this and we're going to start in the back here and just glue this trim right on. Right onto our little pocket. Okay. And then again, I'm going to add glue all the way down. There we go, just like that. Okay, and then I'm going to take that last little piece and tuck that around the back. Okay, so now you're ready to finish up the card. Okay, so what you're going to do from here now is you're going to take some double-sided tape and you're going to tape both sides and the bottom. You don't want to tape the top because that's where your pocket is. You want to leave that open. Okay, so we're going to add some tape to either side and then all the way across the bottom. There we go. Okay. And now we're just going to peel this off. Okay, that one. This tool is so nifty for getting tape off or the tape backing off. I absolutely love it. It's perfect for that. Okay, so now you've got your back all taped up. So now you're ready to add it to your card front. So what you're going to do is you're just going to lay it down and it's going to go even with your pattern paper. Okay, so lay it down there, and I'm going to lift it just a tad as I'm putting it. You can see I'm kind of sliding my finger in there as I'm adhering it. So that way it will give me just a little bit of room to add my tag. Okay, so you just want to do that. And then the last things that we're going to do, take a little bit of foam tape. We're going to put him on the back of the bird here. Peel that off. And then I'm just going to kind of mold him just a tad so he looks like he's actually flying. There we go. And then the last thing that I did on my card, but I didn't have enough, so I can't show you. But the last thing that I did on my card is I just added a few little flowers here in the corner. So you see, so you're going to take your tag here and slide it into your pocket. And there you go. There's your cards. And then you can see that I just added the little bit of flowers over here. Isn't that
Love
perfect?
it.
Yeah, and like I said, it doesn't take much time at all to create. It really is a simple card, but it's really, really pretty.
The coloring probably took the longest.
Yeah, the coloring did take the longest. And even that didn't take a long time, which I was happy about.
And
But
maybe the fussy cutting. But yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah, but you're only doing that just around the bird, so that's nothing, right? So just, lots of layers, but the beautiful rhinestone just adds the perfect touch to your cards.
It really does.
I love it. I love it. All right.
So there were a couple questions. I'm gonna put this on both of us.
Okay.
So Jimmy, you said so that is not the adhesive sheet that you stick paper together with. No, it is not. That is a double-sided adhesive for paper. Lisa, you want to come on camera?
Yep. I'm switching.
This is.
There we go.
This is an iron-on transfer sheet. So it comes. It's sticky. And it comes on a sheet of like Fairfield World makes this like Olifun. It's kind of a fabric-y.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And the top of this is heat safe, so you can iron on top of it. So the sticky part adheres the rhinestones. So like here's one. It adheres the rhinestones, so you're able to peel it away. So you're able to peel it away and place it on whatever it is you want. Iron it, and then the rhinestones adhere to, like Lisa's tag. And then this you can reuse. And this, like I said, depending upon what you use it on, I've used it a dozen times. If I'm using it on fabric, I might not be able to use it as much unless it's just a cotton fabric. But if you're using it like on felt, or I did it on Christmas stockings, it was beautiful.
Right.
All that fur picks up, so then this isn't as sticky anymore.
Yeah.
And Lisa did mention, so I'm going to show you. I do have a rhinestone bundle on my site. I put it in here for you. So it would come like this is the rectangle set. And like here's a card that was done with the rectangles.
Yes. Love that.
So here's another card.
Yeah.
So you're able to do this so quickly and easily. This is the tag set with, that tag, the tag that Lisa was using, not here, because that is a tag that I use all the time. It is like the perfect size.
It is. It really is. I love it.
And then I have a circle set. Let me see. So then here's a card that was done with the rectangles and the circles.
Isn't that beautiful?
Although for this rectangle, I had to adjust it a little bit because it's not that exact size.
Right.
And then here's square templates. So you get all of those squares in there. And there's a card. Oops.
Yep.
I think, is that upside down? It is. I'm looking at it going, that's upside down. So that's the squares. And then I made a couple templates to go with my stamps with Unity Stamp Company. So this is for the 2-inch stamps. And let me see. Here is a card made with that.
Yeah, isn't
so
that
it's a pinwheel.
Stunning?
And then, of course, there's the 1-inch one, which I'll get the pillow down. I've showed it before. But so you can make a quilted card, and it matches perfectly with the stamps. And so for in the bundle, you get like one template of your choice of mine. You get the alphabet set, which is perfect for adding names or words on cards. And then you get a small package of rhinestones, a brush, and 3 of the iron-on transfer sheets. I think they're a little bit bigger than this. Yeah. But that's what you get in the bundle. And this is like, so it's on fabric or on...
Isn't that gorgeous?
Paper. I mean, Rhinestone Genie had never done it on paper. He does it just for fabric. And I said, oh no, let me make some for you. But this is like my favorite pillow. I love that. So yeah, that is on my website, and I put the link in. So it's a great bundle, and
it is a wonderful bundle.
It's discounted, so I think with the discount, like, it kind of pays for the shipping,
Yeah.
For it. So yeah. And then so here's another card. This one's just so pretty. But just adding those rhinestones just a little bit to any card. Like Lisa's card was beautiful, and I love tags.
Oh, I do.
But yeah, you just add that little bit of sparkle.
Yep. It's just perfect. It is perfect to add to your cards. No more of the 1 by 1 by 1. No.
All those years ago when I saw that little wand tool that you could attach the rhinestones with, I fell in love with that. But then when Rhinestone Genie came out with this, it was like, oh my goodness.
Oh yeah.
This is perfect.
It's amazing. So the only thing that you actually have to add to the bundle, if you purchase the bundle, is just a cookie sheet. Everybody's got cookie sheets at home. So that's the only thing that you need. And you're ready to start.
But if you want one that is dedicated to this, not that the glue's going to affect anything, but go to the dollar store.
Yeah. Pick up a cookie sheet for $1.
And pick one up. Yep. So
perfect. Absolutely perfect. I was just so amazed when I saw it for the first time. And then when you told me, oh no, I'm making templates for it, I was like, ah!
I know. It's so much fun. So I have a Christmas template too that is a Christmas tree and then a couple snowflakes. So if you buy that, I don't have any here in my store, but on the Rhinestone Genie site, it has it. And then you get a free download of the Christmas tree I did, so that you're able to print them out.
Yeah.
And the
Very,
rhinestones
very
fit
cool.
perfectly in there.
Yep. Very cool. Love it. So I hope that you guys, get some of these packs from Anne to make some beautiful cards. You guys are, once you get started, you're going to go bonkers and use it all the time because it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. And you saw how easy it is to do. It's not difficult at all.
It is. Lisa and I have just a little different technique because
Yep.
she'll go in and she'll turn any that didn't turn up right. I will go in and recover it with rhinestones and
Yeah.
use the brush again to turn them the right side up. Just
Yes.
because I find that easier, and she finds it easier to just mess with them one at a time.
I know. Well, usually because when I'm doing that, I'm getting frustrated because it's not going as quick as I want it to. So when I do that, I want to make sure that I have everything all turned up the right way. And if I try to do it again with with the brush, then I end up doing a little bit heavy-handed.
Oh, yeah.
And then I pull my rhinestones out. So for me, it's just easier. Just, if you've got a couple that don't turn up the right way, I just flip them over and just does the brush again. And either way, it works perfect.
It does. It's and then like on the straight lines, Lisa came down because straight lines are hard with rhinestones, especially if it's a template and those holes are perfectly straight, but the rhinestones are a little bit smaller,
right? Because they got
those holes. So it's a good idea to brush against, one way or the other against the edges so that they come out straight. And
right.
because Lisa puts it back onto the transfer sheet, if something is off a little bit, you can just take your nail and push it back into place. It's easy. Like this transfer sheet, I have lots of these that have rhinestones on them because okay, so this has to be at least 2 years old because we haven't done shows in 2 years. I mean, I was at a show last week, but Rhinestone Genie was not there. And I travel with him and go to shows. And I sample, I show them how to do it, and then they do it, and they get to take one with them. Well, I have a bunch of these because he throws them away. And I'm like, no. I'm bringing those all home. So if you want to make a bunch of these up, you can make them up and not use them right away. And use them as you want. So like I have a whole drawer full of these, which
but they stay on the paper.
They stay
on that adhesive like nobody's business. So and then when you start working with it, you'll find out what works best for you. But we're just showing you the different ways that you can do it. But you'll find a way to do it how you like to do it. So
it was a great project, Lisa. I loved it.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I absolutely loved it. And like I said, it didn't take hardly any time at all.
No.
Because I did not work. I worked on this just cutting layers and stuff the first day I was gone, and I did not work on anything until yesterday when I got back home. Now for me, I don't do that.
I'm glad.
I don't do that because I work when I'm gone because I always take long things. So
sometimes you just need family time, and I think that's the most important.
Yes, and I definitely needed family time because January when we were getting all together, everybody got sick. So this was awesome. So I am so glad you guys got to see how to do this. What are you going to be doing for yours?
I am going to show how to marble.
Oh,
nice. Well, so I was at the show. I know some of you saw the video of Deco Art and their brand new watercolors or their marbling colors. And
Yeah.
oh my gosh, I love those so much. I don't have those, but I do love marbling. So I'm going to show you the shaving cream technique that I've used for 20 years.
Yeah.
And there's differences, but this works really nice if you don't have because the new products, they're not out yet. They're just
Right.
being released. So I'm going to show how to marble. And I was going to mention about, do you love to craft? I put the link in here. We want you guys to share the projects you're making. And more of you have been doing that. And we love it. We love to see what everybody's making.
Yes.
Because
definitely.
we are all a big crafty family.
That's right. And nothing's better than crafting with friends. Love that.
True.
Okay, so we will be back in about an hour, guys, for Anne's live. She's going to show you that awesome marbling technique, which is so cool.
2 o'clock Central Time.
Yes, 2 o'clock Central Time. I haven't marbled in a while, so I'm excited to see it again. I absolutely love it. And don't forget, guys, as far as the measurements and stuff are on the card, it will be up Sunday on the blog. So you'll have all the measurements step by step, along with pictures showing the steps. So you'll have all of that on Sunday. Okay. So stay tuned for that. But we will see you guys all in about an hour. So until then, which is only an hour, but still, you need to take some time to craft because it's good for your soul.
Good for your soul.
It really is. All right, you guys, we'll see you in about an hour.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye. I'm so excited.